They accept walk-in patients without any reservation at all, even on the same days.
In Korea, however, there's always a doctor available in any hospital, which is quite amazing.
Korea's healthcare system is truly the best.
Сайн байна уу? Намайг Мөхчээ гэдэг. Би Монголоос ирсэн.
Сайн байна уу? Монголоос ирсэн Болор Чимэг байна.
Hello, my name is Robert and I'm from the UK.
And I'm Tyler from the United States.
I've been here as an exchange student for about 2 years.
저도 2년 됐어요.
It's been about 11 years since I came to Korea. I've lived here quite a long time.
I think it's been about 4 years, but I think I'll continue to stay in Korea in the future.
Of course.
아주 많이 가봤어요.
Not that often, but I feel like I have to go to the hospital once every 2 years. It's because of the regular health checkup.
And I go whenever I'm sick. There's no reason not to go, right?
I had a somewhat embarrassing experience. I went to the hospital simply because of cold, and they offered me an injection. In my country, injections are never cheap, so I refused to get it, but they insisted and said to get it. And they told me to take off my pants. I didn't quite understand why I had to take off my pants and to get injection. They even told me to remove my underwear.
In my country, for certain illnesses, you have to make an appointment by phone a few days in advance to visit the hospital, and even that can be quite challenging. But I was very impressed in Korea. They accept walk-in patients without any reservation at all, even on the same day. So for me, that was the most surprising thing. And once, when I had a severe cold and I didn't know which type of clinic to visit, I went into the nearest hospital I could see, but it turned out to be a children's hospital. There were only kids around and I was the only adult patient, so it was quite embarrassing at the time, but now I never make that kind of mistake now that I've been here for a long time.
I remember once waking up with severe abdominal pain and had to go to the emergency room. I went to the best hospital in Mongolia, but the surgeon told me that wait for 2 hours before coming, and the X-ray technician, and there was no one available for take the X-ray that day. So I had to take choice, but to cancel the appointment and go to another hospital. In Korea, however, there's always a doctor available in any hospital, which is quite amazing.
제 생각에 한국의 의료와 몽골의 의료 차이는 진료를 하는 과목이 한국이 훨씬 많은 것 같아요. 치료를 받을 수 있는 과목이 많아서 편하게 병원 치료를 받을 수 있었어요.
Well, in the UK, we never go to the hospital just for a cold, because it's extremely difficult to make a hospital appointment.
Yeah, our country is similar. Depending on the insurance you have, hospital bills can vary significantly. There are hospitals that accept certain insurances and some that don't. So I have to research everything before going, but it's not like that in Korea. I think the whole world should learn from Korea.
Yeah, that's right. If I were in the UK visiting family and if I broke my arm, for example, I would just bear and endure the pain while taking painkillers and come back to Korea for surgery instead, because the medical technology is better here, I think.
I had a short stay in Portland, and during that time my cold symptoms worsened, so I had no choice but to go to the hospital. I only received the consultation and didn't even get the prescription, but they charged me about $100, which was a huge surprise. Being so accustomed to the healthcare system in Korea, I never anticipated such a high cost. Even considered that the consultation lasted less than 3 minutes, it still feels incredibly expensive when I think about it now.
제 친구는 지금 캘리포니아에서 살고 있는데 작년에 사고 나서 골절이 됐다고 했어요. 그런데 주변 사람들한테 절대 구급차 부르지 말고 우버 불러달라고 해서 병원에 갔다고 하더라고요. 왜냐면 구급차 부르는데 100만 원인데 그것도 보험비가 적용됐을 때 비용 있고 보험을 안 들었으면 300만 원 조금 넘으니까 그래서 실제로 미국에서는 고급차나 고급 헬리가 비용이 오히려 환자를 2번 죽이는 거다라는 말이 있다고 하더라고요.
We have something called the NHS, which is similar to the National Health Insurance Corporation in Korea. And there are general practitioners, which are called GPs, in each neighborhood on a village level. And whenever I feel unwell, I can consult with a GP, and they determine whether to refer me to an internal medicine specialist or a specialist in a specific field. And even if I go to the hospital, and if the treatment doesn't work, I can consult the specialist again and again and be referred to a tertiary hospital. So the good thing is that all these steps are free of charge. But there is a significant drawback of very long waiting times. In severe cases, you might have to wait several months. And if we can't wait any longer, we can bypass the GP and go directly to a private hospital. But that's when the cost of healthcare becomes truly expensive. When I was a university student, I injured my ankle while riding a bicycle. I called a private hospital to inquire about the cost, and they told me that the consultation fee was equivalent to $360 per hour. X-ray costs range from $230 to $360 per hour, and the treatment cost was about $400 per session, with a total of 6 sessions recommended. So the total amount would have exceeded $2,900. So of course I chose to wait several weeks, go through a GP, and in the end I had to choose the free treatment.
I used to live in a very rural area. Once I burned my hand while boiling water in my house and needed to go to the hospital, and unfortunately it was a nightmare. There were no buses available. I had to walk for over an hour just crying to reach the hospital. But I think it's great that there are hospitals everywhere in Korea, and you can receive help no matter where you are or whenever you're in pain. The sense of security that there's a place I can turn to for assistance anytime, anywhere is truly comforting.
My Korean friend had a baby who underwent heart surgery as a newborn due to a congenital heart defect. The surgery cost exceeded 20 million won, but I heard that the actual billing was around 2 million won. And what is so impressive is that due to the history of the heart surgery, all subsequent outpatient cardiac-related treatment is completely free. So when I found out about that fact, I was genuinely amazed by the healthcare insurance system in Korea.
Korea has a strong image of being a reliable country that takes care of its people when they're sick. And while it's true that the healthcare system is well equipped, we'll never forget to respect the medical professionals who work here.
한국이 왜 외로 건강한 나라라고 볼까요? 외로 전문가들이 많고 다양한 외로 장비랑 외로 네트워크가 잘 되어 있기 때문이라고 생각해요. 단순히 성형수술뿐만 아니라 더 나은 의료를 받기 위해서 세계 각국에서 많은 외국인들이 계속 비행기를 타고 한국으로 오잖아요. 그만큼 전 세계인에게 한국의 의료 문화는 이미 인정받았다고 생각해요.
The healthcare system and infrastructure of South Korea are among best in the world. I hope that Koreans will have sufficient pride in this. There is simply no other country like Korea anywhere in the world. I don't think anyone would argue against calling Korea an advanced medical country. It's truly a blessing that the entire population can receive safe and easy medical care. I've heard that many foreigners come to Korea for medical tourism. However, if they come as mere tourists without insurance, hospital expenses can be expensive. So they should definitely keep that in mind. If you come to Korea, be sure to have traveler's insurance.
높지 않은 의료 보험비로 이렇게 좋은 의료를 받을 수 있는 건 한국 의료진들의 노력이 있어서라고 생각해요. 그들에게 감사하다고 전하고 싶어요.
Personally, regardless of cost issues, I believe that the medical skills of Korean doctors are truly outstanding. They provide thorough examinations and accurately prescribe medications, allowing for quick recovery from illnesses. I think that the medical system in Korea should be recognized by the whole world.
I believe Korea has the best healthcare system that provides its citizens with top-notch technology and treatment at affordable prices. And thanks to this, not only Korean citizens, but also foreigners residing in Korea can enjoy reliable medical benefits. Korea's healthcare system is truly the best.